All right, first interview of the day, walking around the floor at LinuxCon 2015. I ran into Atlassian. Tell me a little bit about what Atlassian is and what it is you guys are doing here at LinuxCon.
Sure. So we write software products that help other software teams build software. So we have everything from the wiki that you might use to ideate at the beginning, project tracking with Jira. We get into the code management and software development with Bitbucket and Statch, which are Git repository management tools. Even continuous deployment, continuous integration with Bamboo. So really a whole life cycle stuff. We offer those products for open source projects, so that's one of the reasons we're here. We're also very tightly associated with Git. We value that a lot and are very happy with its 10th birthday here. And then also something very hot in the Linux community is Docker, which is something that we've introduced into our Bamboo continuous deployment platform so that people can test can test their applications on the Docker platform.
So you mentioned Docker. I noticed that this entire hallway up and down LinuxCon is all containerization. Tell me a little bit about why you think that containerization is taking off in such a big way and why they have such a presence here at LinuxCon.
Yeah, I think Docker's, so containers have been around for a while. I think what Docker really made possible was it made the tool chain easy enough to use that more and more people can do it. And what I think Docker is really helping support is this architectural idea of microservices. So breaking applications down into smaller pieces makes them easier to develop, makes them easier to deploy. So I think that's a lot about why people are very interested in it.
And you guys here are playing a big role in that and are really concentrating on that?
So Atlassian has been part of the Docker community for a while by helping with their, kind of get information out about how to use Docker. We are big supporters of Docker internally. We use it for our own internal infrastructure. And then, of course, as I mentioned, Bamboo now has a first-class Docker support as a target for continuous integration and deployment.
Do you find that your own use in Docker has helped you understand how other people are going to use Docker and other related containerization technologies and how you can best tailor your product to fit in, with theirs?
Yeah, I'd say that's a partially answered question for us. We have some blog posts that are out there that are explaining how people can deploy our products into Docker containers that they run, but we haven't yet made Docker as something that you can just take the Docker containers of our products yet. So it's still a journey for us. Our internal use of Docker is pretty wide-ranging, but the most popular use of Docker that we see out in the wild is people are taking it from dev into test. They can spin up the environments and look at them themselves. I think there's still a ways to go for Docker to be accepted in production. I know a lot of the vendors here are helping fill in some of the gaps that are there, but there are things like logging and wiring everything up at the network level that are still a bit hard for the Docker world. So we're seeing it slowly make its way up into the production world.
If somebody wanted to learn more about Atlassian or wanted to, maybe actually get involved with you guys or use your product, where would you send them?
Well, we were just talking about that. Of course, there's the web world where anybody can go to Atlassian.com, and there's a whole world of blogs and microsites that are focused on things like continuous delivery or Agile, and people can get additional information that way. But I'd certainly encourage a lot of the people here who are already users to go to our Atlassian user groups, which are springing up in every city. So.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Noah.